What's up guys, welcome to Zeus Fitness. Today we're going to be doing something pretty special. We're going to take 4 of our 10-minute Kickstart videos and we're going to mash them all up together to make one killer 40-minute dumbbell only total body workout. So get your dumbbells ready, this one's going to be tough. So we're going to grab moderately heavy dumbbells and we're going to start with a Cuban press. So in position, and from here we do an upright row into a press. Keep the dumbbells in nice and tight as you're pulling up. Just imagine you're pulling up your t-shirt. You're not doing a reverse bicep curl into position. Keep it nice and close in and then press up towards the ceiling. Keep the core strong, abs engaged, no arch in the back, no swinging. And again, can't tell you enough, no reverse bicep curls. We got those coming up later on. Don't worry, you'll get your time to do those. I'm using moderately heavy dumbbells for these. If you want to go heavier, feel free, or if you need to go lighter, go for it. No judgment here. And stop. Okay, up next we got 90-degree rows, so we're on all fours, hips over knees, shoulders over hands. We bring the dumbbell up like so, down, and then we go with the other side. So don't sit back on the ankles and keep the elbow in line with the shoulder. You're probably going to want to tuck the elbow in like this and pronate the shoulder forward, but that's what we're trying to avoid. We're drawing it back like so. If you're doing this right, it's tougher than it looks because there's a lot of core involved here. And again, if you're sitting back on your ankles like this, you take out the core aspect of it. That makes it much easier, which is not what we're going for today. Breathe out as you pull it up towards you. And it doesn't have to get right up to the shoulder, guys. It's just keeping that right angle between the bicep and forearm. It looks like the easiest exercise in the world, but if you're doing this right, it's pretty damn tough. So that's why I'm using the moderately heavy dumbbells for this, not the heavies. We'll get those in the next exercise. And stop. Okay, up next we're going to do press flies. So grab the heavies. We're going to do a chest press, and then turn it into a fly at the top. So from here, press up, meet in the middle, down nice and slow. So it's a big press, heavy dumbbells, and then we squeeze those pecs together right at the top. We're bringing the dumbbells in to meet. Breathe out as you're pressing, and breathe in on the way back down. Just really think about the pecs when you're doing this. Not ditties for days. With these exercises, this is for the chest. You should really feel that working. If not, feel free to go a little heavier if you got them at your disposal. And stop. Okay, onto the bicep next. Going to grab the moderately heavy dumbbells. We're going to do reverse curls. So nails facing away from us, we just curl them up toward the shoulder, but not right up to the shoulder. Just hits those biceps in a different way. And no swinging, keep that core strong, keep the buttocks clenched, abs drawn in, like we're in a vertical plank. Again, looks like an easy exercise, but it's not. Test your grip strength as well. Getting those biceps pumped. And stop. Okay, up next we got skull crushers with a rotation. So to use those moderately heavy dumbbells, start in this position. Hands dead center of the handles as we lower them down past the ears, keeping the elbows nice and still. As we bring them up, we're going to rotate them so the nails are facing away from us. Then curl them back round into starting position. Shoulder to elbow does not move, so don't let those elbows slip forward or back. They stay locked in this position. And you want to brush those dumbbells past your ears. Now, a lot of people do this to try and save the triceps from working harder than they want them to. They'll bring the dumbbells down here. You're going for your ears, okay? Aim for the ears, rotate them up at the top, shoulder to the elbow, perfectly still. So we're looking to get a really nice acute angle between the bicep and the forearm before we fully straighten them out. And again, you don't need much weight for these. You'll feel these burning if you're doing them right. Keep those elbows nice and stable throughout. Okay, up next, what do we got? Around the worlds. Okay, so going to grab the light ones for these. Dumbbells out in front, nails facing forward. And then we breathe out as we bring them up to meet in the middle. Bring them down nice and slow. Keep the core strong, abs engaged. And just be careful, guys, when you bring it right down the front, especially the men out there. You don't want to clink those dumbbells together too close to your crotch because you could end up giving yourself a circumcision accidentally. Just keep those core strong. Keep the arms straight throughout, so try not to bend them, bend the elbows too much. And stop. Okay, so up next, what do we got? We got an upright row. So we're going to take a heavy dumbbell here, the heaviest one we got. We're going to grab onto the head of the dumbbell and we're going to pull it up towards the chin, keep the elbows nice and high. Breathing out as we pull it up and breathing in the way back down. Now don't just yank it up there, guys. Pull it up, hold, and down nice and slow and controlled. Again, no swinging, no tilting forward. Dumbbell up to meet the chin with the elbows up nice and high. Stop. Okay, up next we got bench press. So we're going to lie flat on the back, use the heavy dumbbell, and we're going to get our thumbs over the handle, not underneath it. So you're holding the dumbbell by squeezing those palms together. Thumbs over handles, not underneath. Lower it down to the sternum and breathe out as you press up. And again, really squeezing those pecs together. Ditties for days. This one's harder than it looks, and it's all about the squeeze between the palms and holding that dumbbell, because before you even start, you're already clenching your pecs before you then contract the muscle even further with the press. Stop. Okay, what do we got now? All right, hammer curls with a twist. So we're going to take the moderately heavy dumbbells, heads of the dumbbells facing forward. We hammer curl them up towards our shoulders, then we rotate them, nails towards ceiling, back, down nice and slow. Again, no swinging. Don't get right up to your shoulders, okay? You don't want to swing them up to touch here or you're disengaging your biceps. Your biceps are acting as a roadblock between the dumbbells and your shoulder. So we get to here, we twist, we get an extra squeeze in the bicep, and then we repeat. And stop. Okay, our last exercise for the upper body here is going to be a double arm tricep extension. So what we do here, we take the moderately heavy dumbbells, raise them up like so, and we press up above the head. Bring them down in line with the shoulders, then back up. Don't bring the elbows forward though, keep them locked like we did in the skull crushers earlier. Shoulder the elbow stays nice and still. Lower them down, get a big extension on the triceps before we contract it. And keep that core strong as always. No arch in the back, no bow in the back. Buttocks clenched, abs drawn in. Oh. It doesn't take much to get these triceps absolutely pumping. And stop. We got our dumbbells handy. We're going to start with one heavy dumbbell and we're going to do a squat into a triple pulse. So we squat down, 1, 2, 3, and back up. Let's go, 1 minute. 3, up. So keep the eyes looking forward, keep the back nice and flat. Don't push your knees out front. Push your backside out behind you. Try and keep your hips in line with your knees, in line with your feet. Keep that dumbbell tucked in underneath the chin. And try not to look at the ground. If you're looking at the ground, you're leaning too far forward. And keep that back from the back of the head down to the tailbone, nice and flat. So from the side, it should look like this. And it's just a mini pulse up and down, a couple of inches. Like you're going to the toilet in a field behind a tree. And stop. Okay, up next we got single leg, stiff leg deadlift with the right leg. So, we're going to take our moderately heavy dumbbells, plant the right foot, dumbbells in hand, we tilt from the hips, straighten out that back leg, pull through, try not to let our foot touch the ground. Can't rush this one, guys, go nice and slow. You can't rush balance. And if you do wobble a bit, good, that means it's working. This one will challenge not only your core, your hamstrings, but your glutes also, and all the little stabilizing muscles that get injured because we fail to condition them. And again, guys, if you're wobbly, don't worry, you will get better at these the more you do it. And stop. Good job. Shake it out. Now we're going on the other side. On the left leg, left foot planted. Right foot elevated, and yeah, you will have one side that's better than the other, just to warn you. Don't be alarmed if one side is shaking like mad and one side's pretty good. Whoa. Oh, saved it. Again, just don't rush. Take your time. If you rush, you lose control. And this one is all about concentration and control. My left side is definitely wonkier than my right. But my glutes are burning right now. Well, my left one is anyway. And that means it's working. And stop, okay. Now, up next we got side alternating lunge. So grab the heavy one in the goblet squat position. And we're gonna lunge to the side. Nice and deep, back to the middle and lunge to the other side. Again, keep the eyes looking forward. Keep the back nice and flat. Stretch it out, lower it down as low as you can go. Yeah, it's important to try and work the lower body and the upper body in all different planes of motion. At this stage, guys, the heart rate should be up quite a bit. Body temperature starting to rise. Thank goodness, because it's colder than the other side of the pillow in this place right now. And stop. Okay, now up next, we've got a glute bridge. So take your heavy dumbbell, now flatten your back, soles of the feet on the ground, rest the kettlebell or the dumbbell on your hips, and you lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Back down nice and slow. So when you lift it up to the top, squeeze those glutes, hammies, hold, and take it down nice and slow. Up as high as you can, but don't forget to hold it at the top. Get that hoof to the roof. And breathing in the way down, breathing out as you lift those hips up. And stop, okay. Up next, oh, we got our beautiful split squats, okay. Now we're gonna go right foot forward, gonna take the moderately heavy dumbbells, left foot behind, stand nice and tall, and lower that knee down towards the floor and back up. Now we're looking for right angle between the hamstring and calf on both legs. Stand nice and tall, don't tilt from the hips forward, okay? That's what you're trying to do there, is shift the weight onto your front leg, but we want that back leg working. You want to bring your knee down just to graze the floor or just above it. Don't bounce the foot and the knee off the floor. And this one never fails to burn. Now if the weights is too much for you guys, just do it with body weight. Just make sure that front knee is not creeping out over the front of the leg, or of the foot, sorry. All right. Everything you can do is put your foot against the wall. It is make sure your knee's not going to go over the top of your foot, okay? And stop. Whew. Shake it out. Now we're on to the other side. So we got the left foot forward, right foot back, and the ball of the foot. Lower yourself down, come back up. Take your time with these, because yeah, these require balance too, but stay nice and tall. And like I said, don't tilt forward and load the front leg, okay? Head to hips Nice straight line. So it should be going head, down the hips, down to the back knee. Should be one straight line throughout the motion. And breathe in the way down and breathe out on the way back up. And stop. Okay, what are we on next? All right, we got a curtsy lunge on the right, so let's take a heavy one. I'll plant the right foot, and from here, we're gonna go into a lunge at the back, and then return to starting position. So you're taking your left leg just out to the side, behind, and we're coming down into the lunge position. Once again, knee can touch the floor as long as it doesn't stay there or bounce off it. You don't want to disengage the muscles. You've just switched on by resting it down there. How those legs doing back home there, guys? They should be firing. They should be getting quite sore. Should be burning. Heart rate should be up. You should be out of breath like me. Shake it out, good stuff. Now we go on to the other side. All right, left foot planted, and away we go. Once again, guys, if this is too much for you with the weight, just go with the body weight. A lot of these exercises, whether you know or not, are going to be challenging because they're taking your whole weight, all your body weight, as well as a little extra. So body weight might just be enough for you until you perfect the exercises. But if you can, and you want to work harder, grab those dumbbells and put them to good use. Stop. Okay, we're on to the last exercise. Squat jumps. So we get down to squat jump, our squat position. When I say go, we jump and then we're straight back into the squat. So down the squat position, keep the eyes looking forward. Go! Straight back into that squat. Go! 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 And stop. Going to start with some thrusters. So we're going to take our dumbbells, pop them on our collarbones, and squat down up into a press. We're going to go for 1 minute of these. want to go straight from the squat into the press. No pause in between after the squat, just one fluent motion. And try and keep your body reasonably upright. Stick your backside out as you're squatting. Keep your eyes looking forward. If you're looking at the ground, you're tilting too much from the hips. This little workout here, guys, is going to burn a lot of calories because we're working lots of different muscle groups all at once. So it's not overly important what weight of dumbbells you're doing, whether it be light, whether it be moderately heavy or heavy. Just go with what you got. Stop. Okay, up next we got bent over row into double arm kickback. So we tilt from the hips up into a row and back into a kickback and repeat. Just keep the back nice and flat, keep the knees soft, row up and then into the kickback. So when you're extending the arms, don't drop them down and lose your posture. Keep a slight bend in your elbows as you lower them up. Then fully extend, hold for a second or two, and repeat. Look at the rhomboids and the triceps. Each exercise is going to be working more than one muscle group. So you might find it knocks the wind out of you nice and quick, gets a good sweat up on you. A very productive way to spend 10 minutes. No messing about, straight in, heart rate up, body temperature up, calories burned, and done. And stop, okay? Up next we got side lateral jacks. So we're gonna take light ones for these, I suggest. We stand here, we step to the left, and do side lateral raise, then step to the right. And this one starts off nice and easy. And then, it gets agonizingly tough in a matter of seconds. And 1 minute's going to feel like 1 hour doing these. There, they're kicking in now. 10 seconds left. Try and keep those arms nice and straight so we don't want to bend the elbows too much when we're doing these. Your body's going to try and find a way to cheat doing these. Whew. All right, up next we've got push-up burpees. I'll tuck myself in for these just in case. So push up, then up and do a burpee. When we're doing the push-up, hands double shoulder width apart. And make sure the hands aren't out in front of you. Make sure they're directly underneath the shoulders. Then we come up. I suggest land with the feet nice and wide so you're getting the flat of the foot on the ground rather than bringing your knees up to your chest so we're not putting any unnecessary pressure on the knees. And stop. Okay. Up next, we'll grab the moderately heavy dumbbells. We'll do a split squat with the right foot forward, left foot behind. But then, when we come up from it, we do a bicep curl. Okay, so don't worry, guys. We will get to the other leg in a minute. So you want a right angle between hamstring and calf on both legs. I suggest bring the knee down just to brush the floor. Make sure we're getting the right depth, and make sure that front knee isn't creeping over the top of the front foot. Okay, make sure the knee's not coming over the top of the toes. Keep that right angle. No tilt from the hips either. Head in line with hips, in line with back knee. So we're not tilting forward as we do it to load the front leg. And stop. Okay, now we're going to swap sides, but this time rather than a bicep curl, we're going to do a front raise. So dumbbells like so. We do a split squat up and do a front raise. I'd say using the same dumbbells would be a good idea. Try not to swing when we're doing the front raise. Keep that core strong, and again, no tilting from the hips. Heart rate should be up. I'm a little breathless at this stage. That means it's working, so it's all good. And stop. Okay. Up next, we got gladiator press. So use these dumbbells again. We're going to do a push-up into a row, up into a press, and then we go the other side. And try and keep that head in line with the butt, in line with the heels, so we're not going into a pike position. We'll keep a high plank throughout. And stop. Okay, what have we got next? Crunch presses. So grab the heavier ones for these. We're going to do chest press as we do. We're going to come into an ab crunch. Breathing out as you press and crunch. Breathing in the way back down. And stop. All right, what do we got next? Okay, we're into the halo next. So either heavy or moderately heavy dumbbell for these. Hold it out front, rotate around the back of the head, bring it out front again, and then go back the way you can. So we're looking for a big bend in the elbows, all the way around, and we bring it out straight out front, and then go all the way back. Keep the core strong though. So you don't want to be arching the back, you don't want to be moving too much in the midsection here. You want to keep a vertical plank throughout. It's as much a core exercise as it is a shoulder exercise. Also a great shoulder mobility exercise. A little bit of everything in this one. And stop. All right, last exercise then. We got a lunge into a Russian twist. Moderately heavy dumbbell, hold it with both hands. We lunge forward, right foot, and twist to the right, step back. Lunge forward, left foot, twist to the left, step back. But the back foot stays planted. Just imagine your foot, your back foot is nailed to the ground here. It can't move. It's your front foot that's going to be pushing you back into position here. So what your body might want to do is put the weight on the front leg, lift the back leg, bring it back in a little, make it easier. And you want to try and avoid that. Back foot stays nailed to the ground. And then we engage the core and the obliques with the Russian twist. Make sure when you step out, keep those arms straight as you twist. And stop. All right. Grab a mat and let's get started. We're going to start with a low plank. So we're going to get up on our forearms, hands shoulder width apart, elbows shoulder width apart, elbows directly underneath the shoulders, buttocks clenched, abs drawn in, head up so the back of the head is in line with the tailbone, which is in line with the heels. Hold perfectly still just there. Keep it squeezed. Don't let that lower back dip. Don't loosen up those abs. And try not to let those hands slip in towards each other. Keep them shoulder width apart so you're not loading all the weight on the traps. Keep the belly button squeezed in towards the spine. Hold perfectly still. If you're doing this right, guys, you should be shaking like a sitting dog. It's very easy to cheat this one. And load the weight onto the feet and load the weight onto the shoulders. Make sure you're not piking your butt up in the air. Keep it held nice and still. There. And stop. Okay, up next we're just going to do a regular crunch. So we're just going to lie flat on our back, hands on the thighs, eyes towards ceiling. We're going to breathe out as we bring the hands over the top of the knees. Breathe in the way back down. Just keep the eyes looking towards the ceiling. Keep the chin away from the chest. Just imagine the tennis ball between the chin and the chest to stop that neck getting strained. And breathe out as you're crunching. Breathe in the way back down. Just keep the eyes on the ceiling. Try not to look out in front of you or else you're putting too much pressure on your neck. And just imagine when you're being pulled up by your belly button, not by your neck, okay? And stop, okay? Up next, we're going to tuck the hands underneath the backside and we're going to do flutter kicks from lower abs. You're going to keep those legs straight. You're going to lift one leg up at a time and we're just going to go small range of motion here, but we keep the belly button drawn in towards the spine. So we're not arching the back, so there should be no space between your lower back and the floor. And if there is, you can crunch your upper body up a little bit and that should eliminate it. But no bend in the knee either. So you don't want the knees bending to give you the illusion of depth when you're doing this, okay? Legs nice and straight and we'll hit the transverse abdominis muscles. We'll do this.
breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Your abs will tire out quickly doing this one, so just hang in there. Stop. Okay, up next we're going to a side plank. So you can either go from the knee or feet. Okay, get the elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Go on the right side first. We're going to raise our hips up off the floor and hold it there. As I said, if that's too much for you, you can go up from the bent knee position instead. But make sure you're lifting those hips right up, engaging the obliques and holding it there. Make sure those hips aren't dropping to the floor. Keep them squeezed up. You should feel that really working in the oblique area. An area that often gets forgotten about. And stop. Now we're going to swap it on to the other side. Again, elbow directly underneath shoulder, crisscross the feet or come up from the bent knee. And raise those hips up, stretch up towards the ceiling and hold it there. Again, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And stop. Up next, we're going to go with Old Faithful, the bicycle crunch. Never fails to hurt. Still fingertips on the side of the head. Raise one knee up at a time. We're going to bring that right elbow to the left knee, extending the right leg. Lower ourselves back, reset, and go with the other side. Breathe out as you're crunching. Breathe in on the way back down. Make sure when you're straightening that leg out, it's coming down to about an inch off the floor. Don't just straighten it out front, okay? And stop there. We're going to do a lean back. So what we do here, feet together, hands together. We're going to lean back, open up the arms, come back up, meet in the middle. Lean ourselves back, engage the lower back and the obliques. And stop. Now we're going to go into the leg lift. So you can either tuck the hands underneath the back side or keep the hands down by your sides in this one. We're just going to raise the legs up and lower them down by an inch off the floor. Make sure there's no gap in the lower back. If there is a gap in the lower back, just place the hands underneath the back side and breathe out as you raise those legs. Breathe in as you lower them back down. Keep those legs nice and straight. You don't want to be bending those knees because that automatically arches the lower back. And stop. I'm actually going to do a full crunch, so we're just going to keep the fingertips to the side of the head, feet shoulder width apart. Then breathe out as we crunch right the way up. And breathe in on the way back down. And stop. Now, we're going to do a sprinter crunch finish. Hands hovering over the chest. We crunch up the upper body, bring our right forearm up to meet the left knee, back down, and alternate sides. Nearly there, just keep going. And stop. All right, that's our 10 exercises done. Hopefully you feel the burn after that one.